Hi, this is Kate Burkett with kateinparadise.com, and this is another quick and easy yoga routine. This is for you, Jody. All right, so let's start by sitting down. You can either sit on your feet, so your heels are right underneath your sitting bones, with palms on the thighs, or you can put a little pillow or fold up a blanket and put it underneath your bottom, and then have your feet going straight out in either direction. So whatever feels more comfortable in your knees and whatever feels more grounded to you, choose that position. Place your palms on your thighs, and then you're just going to close your eyes. And I want you to just focus on your breath, making your breath smooth and even. And as you inhale, I want you to feel expansion in your lower abdomen. So down here, below your belly button, that real low part of your belly, just let it fill up on your inhales. And as you exhale, I want you to just lift that low abdomen up, pressing the air out. So inhaling, filling your pelvic bowl. Exhale, contract the lower abdomen. Taking big, long, deep inhales, big, long, deep exhales. As you're inhaling, think about that air not only going into the front of your body, but also the back. So you should feel expansion in your lower back, in your hip area, releasing tension. As you exhale, you're lifting those low abs. Keep your attention on your belly button. Just a few more deep breaths at your own pace. Once you're feeling really centered and grounded, move on to all fours. You can remove your pillow. If it's uncomfortable underneath your knees, you can place a blanket. So now we're in the tabletop position. Our wrist is right underneath our shoulder, knees right underneath the hip, and we're going to focus on our abdomen again. So what I want you to do is on your inhale, same thing. I want you to expand that low belly. Just let it drop, let gravity pull it down. As you exhale, lifting it up. So a few breaths like this. Keeping your elbows soft. Letting your shoulder blades come together on your back. Letting your heart drop towards the ground. Expand that belly on the inhale. Contract the lower abdomen on the exhale. And now we're going to move into cat-cow. So from here we're inhaling, lifting the chest, arching the back. And then as we, on the exhale, really rounding the low back and coming up, relaxing the back of the neck. So inhaling, dipping our chest, our belly down, lifting our hips, lifting the crown of our head, shoulders come away from the ears. Exhale, draw the belly button in, round from the lower back, drop the tailbone, drop the crown of the head, relax the back of the neck. Inhaling, arching. Exhaling, contracting. And do this a couple more times with your own breath. always moving with the breath. Once you've done it about 8 times, we'll come back to neutral. And we're going to reach out with our left hand and our right foot. And we want to be real straight and reaching through that left fingertips, reaching through the right heel. So you want to flex this foot, this back foot. And then as you exhale, rounding the back, bringing the elbow to the knee, dropping the back of the neck down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, contract. Inhale, reach. Exhale, contract. Keeping this right shoulder soft, keeping this right elbow soft, not locking any joints. You want to do this 8 times. And then back to tabletop. Let's do a few cat and cow, arching, rounding, just to neutralize the spine. And then we'll switch sides. So right hand out, left foot out, flexing that left foot, reaching those right fingers forward. Let's exhale, bring them together. Inhale, extend. Exhale, really contract that low abdomen, round the back. Exhale, flatten the back, reach out. Working with your breath. Working on stability, keeping your elbows soft, trying to keep your hip right over your knee. And then back to neutral. Now we're going to do organic cat-cow. So I want you to just let your body move from side to side and let your spine move up and down as well. So on the inhale, let's start going to the left. So on the inhale, we're lifting our chest, arching our back. Exhale, really round and bring your hips down towards the feet. So find what feels good to you. Take it nice and slow. Moving into every rib. Getting into those hips. Inhaling, coming forward. Exhaling, contracting the low belly. Coming around. Let's switch sides. So we're going to inhale. And exhale as we come back, letting your spine move from side to side, creating S-curves. Moving with your breath, inhaling forward, exhaling back. It's coming back to neutral. We'll start on the right side. We're going to lift our right arm up. And then exhale, bring it all the way through so the right shoulder touches the ground. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, twisting, coming all the way through. Keeping your hips square over your knees as you breathe to initiate the movement. Think about the left shoulder as you reach up, keeping it away from your ear. And then after 8 times, come all the way through so the right side is on the mat. Press the left hand against the mat and really twist. Keeping the hips squared over your knees. Breathe into the low belly. breathing as low as you can. On the exhale, feeling your belly contract, making the twist easier. On the inhale, expanding through the lower abdomen and pelvis. Inhale, come back to center. And we're going to plant the left hand on the mat, the left knee on the mat, and also the right foot on the mat. So you want the whole sole of the right foot planted in the mat. The outside edge of that right foot should be pressing against the earth. Your left hand should be planted, and the right hand can come up here. If this is difficult, you can lean against a wall. Sometimes that helps create stability. When you feel like you've found steadiness, you can reach this right arm over, just letting it melt over, extending from the right elbow all the way through the outside edge of the right foot. Lifting your hips up towards the sky. Just relax your neck, relax your left shoulder away from your ear. And just remember to breathe. You can stay here as long as you like. When you're ready to come back to center, you're going to drop the right hand, then bring the right knee. And then we'll do the other side. I'll switch so that you can see me. So you're going to do the right sole of the foot. Should be in line with the right knee. The left foot is going to plant on that same line. So it's one line. The outside edge of the left foot is planting. This right hand should be right underneath the right shoulder. Lift the left hand up and find that stability. Really using your core. You want to be lifting your left hip, left side body up towards the sky. And when you find your stability, just reaching over, pressing into the outside edge of the left foot, reaching through the left elbow, opening your chest up towards the sky. Letting this right elbow, right shoulder be soft, melting away from the ear. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Remember to breathe. Then you want to come back to center, and we're going to lift the left arm up, inhaling, and then exhale it all the way through. And then inhaling the left arm up, exhale, bring it all the way through. Remember to keep the right shoulder, right elbow soft. Remembering to keep the hips right over the knees. And once you've done this 8 times, you can just rotate, resting onto your left ear, your left shoulder. Press that right hand into the ground, twisting through your upper torso. Breathing into your low belly, breathing into your low back, filling your pelvis with air. And then we'll come back to center and come into child's pose. I'll face this way again. So you want to come into child's pose, let your forehead drop on the ground. You want to let your tailbone sink to the ground, sit bones on the heels, forearms on the ground. And take a few deep breaths into the low abdomen, expanding here through your low back, feeling the breath in the back of your body, feeling your abdomen pressing against your thighs. Take a few more breaths like this. And then come up to the knees, plant the hands, roll the toes under, and come back to downward dog. So keep your knees real bent and really stick your bottom up into the sky. So your back is really straight. You're not rounding the back like this. It's coming nice and flat. And then from here, you can slowly start to straighten your legs, keeping those knees lifting, or the seat bones lifting up towards the sky. Knees also lifting up, and then keep the heels just slightly off the ground. Remember to relax the shoulders. Your chest is reaching towards your shins. Take a few breaths here, and then walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Place your palms on your shins, and inhale to a flat back. So you want from the crown of your head to your tailbone to be perfectly straight. So exhale, relax all the way down, letting the back of your neck get long. Inhale to a flat back. And do this a few times, keeping your knees slightly bent. And keeping your toes in line, feet facing straight forward, hip distance apart. After you've done that a few times, place your hands on your hips and point your elbows up towards the sky, so you're really pressing your shoulder blades together. And inhale, come all the way to standing. And then tuck your low belly in, keep your abdomen strong. Exhale to tabletop position. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhaling, keeping the knees soft, come to tabletop. Remember to keep your elbows lifted, shoulder blades together. Chest is reaching towards the earth. Your sit bones are lifted. Last one. And we'll lift all the way up. And now we're going to come to warrior three. So this is a balancing pose. You want to step forward with your left foot and reach your right foot back. So we want our right hip to be level with our left hip. We want our outer right thigh to be dropping down, inner right thigh to be lifting up. We want to flex that foot and not let the toes turn out and the hips lift like this, but keep it straight and reach straight back. And then you can reach the hands back behind you, lifting the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keeping the gaze looking straight down. Keeping the standing leg strong, but not locked. You want a little bend to your standing leg. And then inhaling back up to center, or to the other side. So step forward with the right foot, flexing the left foot, keeping the left hip dropped so that our hips are even and parallel to the ground, keeping our low belly lifted, shoulder blades touching behind us, reach back. Reaching back with our fingertips, reaching back with the heel of the left foot, reaching forward with our chest, reaching forward with the crown of the head. Remembering to breathe. And then when you're finished, come back to center. And then I want you to just come over to a wall. I want you to step about a foot to a foot and a half away from the wall. Feet hip distance or a little bit wider apart. And just let your sitting bones rest against the wall. I want you to clasp your elbows, and then I want you to just round your back and let your head hang. This is a great pose to combat anti-anxiety. So if you have a lot of anxiety in your life, you should try to slip into this position at least once or twice a day. Might help calm your mind, calm your thoughts. So you can stay here as long as you want. When you're ready to come out of the pose, I want you to come all the way down to your stomach, to a laying position. And you're going to start with your hands forward, your forehead touching the floor. And then inhale, lift the feet, lift the hands, palms face. Exhale, palms come forward, drop the feet, drop the forehead. Inhale, reaching back, lifting. Exhale, forehead drops, palms drop. Think about your inner thighs lifting, your outer thighs melting down to the mat, relaxing your glutes, relaxing your low back. Doesn't matter how high you go, you just want to focus on control and not clenching right here. So once you've done this 8 times, come back to child's pose. Resting your sitting bones back onto your heels. Your palms face down, forehead melts onto the mat. Once again, I want you to focus on inhaling into your lower abdomen area. Sending the air down as low as you can. And feeling the expansion in your low back. Letting this air come as relief to your low back and hips. Relieving any tension, any tightness. You can stay here as long as you like. Once you're ready to come back out of the pose, I want you to come onto your back and lay with your back flat on the ground. Feet about hips distance and right below your hips. You should be able to touch the backs of your heels with your fingertips. Keep your shoulders blades flat on the ground. Place your arms out to either side or in goal pose position. And we're going to do a slow, methodical movement using our breath to guide us. Take a big inhale and then exhale your legs over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale slowly over to the left. Inhale, back to center. Focusing on your lower abdomen. Focusing at your navel center. Make your breath slow, smooth, and even. Inhaling your knees back to center. Exhaling over to one side. Inhale, back to center. Exhaling, the knees fall to the other side. So you can do this as many times as you like. Just relaxing tension in your low back, toning your lower abdomen. Then bring the knees up a little bit higher. Let them fall over to the right side. Look to the left. You can place your right hand on top of your left knee if you like to kind of ground it. And then once again, I want you to breathe into the low abdomen and the low back. Seeking some release in this twist. Focusing on the navel center. this as long as you like. When you're ready to come out, inhale your knees back to center, and then exhale them over the other direction. The left hand can come onto the right knee. You want to look to the right and extend your arm out to the right. Once again, breathing into the low belly, breathing into the lower back. Focusing on your navel center. When you're ready to come out of position, inhale your knees back to center, and we're going to come into happy baby pose. So you're going to grab the outsides of the soles of your feet. You want the soles of your feet to be pointing up to the sky, your ankles right over your knees, and then don't lift your pelvis too much, let it relax down to the ground, let your shoulders relax down to the ground. Tuck your chin, so you have a little bit of a double chin and you're looking down your chest. Your spine should be as long as you can possibly get it. You should be pulling the soles of your feet to press your knees down, at the same time pushing up into your hands to create traction, to really get into your hips, get into your low back. Once again, breathe into the low abdomen, breathe into the low back. Once again, feel free to stay here as long as you like. When you're ready to come out of the pose, I want you to just tuck your knees in and hug your knees. Once again, letting that low back come till it's touching the floor, letting those shoulders melt towards the floor. You need to let go of your knees so that you can have more of a flat back. It's fine. You don't want to be too rounded in this position. You want your back to be relaxed. And then just close your eyes. Just breathe into your low belly. Let your abdomen press against your thighs. Let your sacrum press against the floor. Make your breath as smooth and even as you possibly can. You want to get that pillow or that blanket that you may have used to sit on earlier and just move it till it's underneath your knees. And then I want you to just let your palms face up, or let your palms rest on your abs right here, on your lower abs and upper abs. Whatever feels more comfortable. Let your feet fall apart and make sure your shoulders are flat on your back. You can also place something underneath your head if that's more comfortable for you. And then what I want you to do is set a timer for about 6 to 10 minutes. And then I just want you to let yourself go. Just relaxing all the muscles of your face, letting tension in your body melt into the floor. And just give yourself that 6 to 10 minute break. Not worrying about what you have to do after you're done with your practice. Not letting any stress or frantic thoughts invade your mind. Just let it be empty for that time. Enjoy your Shavasana. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Thank yourself for practicing yoga today. Namaste.